Welcome to BFR Quickies, the segment where we answer your questions in a quick type format. So today's question comes from Sara, who asks, what remedies would you use for someone who often has times where he feels like life is bleak and full of misery and aches for death despite having a very good life? She goes on to say it's not for her, but someone she cares about. Thanks, Sara. This sounds like clinical depression to me. Having experienced this type of pain myself, I can tell you it's something that you just can't get over, no matter how much you try. It's not willpower or mind over matter, and it defies logic. Unless you have actually experienced standing at the edge of that abyss and you felt it pulling you in, it's very hard to put into words just how emotionally devastating it really is. The lack of problems in your life isn't the key here. In fact, it can take just the slightest trigger, real or imagined, to fall into this pain. What I discovered was that trauma is behind this type of clinical depression. Some might describe it as PTSD, but I feel personally it's a little more nuanced than that. Trauma has an accumulative effect. If a traumatic event in your life has not been cleared or dealt with, it will add to the next trauma you experience. Eventually, like the proverbial snowball, it will gain size and momentum until it self-destructs. There are 3 remedies I would suggest here. The first is Star of Bethlehem, which does an amazing job of clearing trauma, though I should point out it should be taken on its own and not part of the rescue remedy. When it's taken on its own, the effects can be profound. The next remedy I would suggest will be gentian. This helps when you are experiencing setbacks, minor or major. Gentian is very helpful because it does help with minor setbacks. And as strange as it might seem, minor setbacks are the things that can make you feel like you're falling into that whirlpool of depression. And finally, we have water violet. And this remedy is for those who do not wish to be here. Traditionally, it's for those who do not feel like they want to mix with people around them. It's also the remedy which helps ground us and helps us to cope with being in this world. So, that's it. Yep.